In this world, Bharat Bhumi is the country with the highest spiritual wealth. Bharat Bhumi is the abode of dharmas and cultures. Also, Bharat Bhumi is home to many dharmas and darshans, that is, visions. Different dharmas follow different paths, but the goal of all dharmas is the same. Different dharmas follow different paths regarding arivu, that is awareness of the self, achara, that is religious conduct, and method of worshipping God. But the goal of all dharmas is the same. In present days, material life is becoming prosperous, but spiritual awareness is becoming weak. In such a critical situation, it is important to develop awareness about dharma, that is spiritual awareness, and concern for culture among the youth. In this regard, it is essential to practice dharma, worship the personality of saints and world philosophers, and follow their ideals. India is an ancient and sacred holy land in world history. Bharat Bhumi has shown its importance to the whole world. A rich heritage of dharma and culture has grown in this country since the time of Vedas and Agamas. Life itself is like an unsolvable puzzle. Life itself is like an unsolvable puzzle. Yet, we must find the meaning of life and make our lives worthwhile. Our ancestors did not adopt a materialistic lifestyle. They adopted a lifestyle that allowed them to discover the meaning of life and find ways to make life worthwhile. We are also following the same lifestyle. Our lifestyle is not a materialistic lifestyle, it is very unique. It is said that lifestyle reflects culture. In that background, our lifestyle is also a symbol of our culture. India, in its history, has faced many obstacles like internal strife, invasion of foreigners, conflict of dharmas, influence of Western culture, influence of science and technology, etc. Despite all these obstacles, this country has maintained its integrity and it has progressed. Similarly, Indian culture has faced many blows of many times and circumstances. It was not destroyed by those wounds. It is an adventure culture that has endured all those blows and has continuously maintained its existence. Indian culture is firmly embedded in the minds of all Indians. The main reason for this is the great ideals of humanity that have grown up in this country and the success stories of pious men and saints who lived by adopting those ideals. The message of these success stories of good men is the essence of our culture. Sri Rama is a proud man of such a great culture. Sri Rama is a proud man of such a great culture. Indian classical thoughts, that is Sanatan Darshan Shastras, address Sri Rama as Purushottama. Thus, the ancient classical thought revealed the personality and ideals of Sri Rama and has preserved them even today. Sri Rama is a great man who exemplified the way of living as an ideal son, a loving brother, a chaste husband, and an honest king. The manner in which Sri Rama adopted human values like protection of orphans, killing of evildoers, obedience to Dharma, truthfulness, adherence to Father's word, tolerance, courage, kindness, friendliness, etc., in his life is very unique. By defeating adharma, injustice, and untruth, Sri Rama led to the victory of dharma, justice, and truth. During his reign, he also showed the concept of Ramaraja, which can build a strong society, nation, and world community on the foundation of humanity. A multifaceted personality, Sri Rama is a symbol of great principles and ideals. The life of Sri Rama with such a multifaceted personality is heartwarmingly depicted in Valmiki-Ramayana. This Valmiki-Ramayana is a source of inspiration even today. Valmiki, a common man of Nelamula culture, that is the original culture of this land, blossomed his genius and erudition by chanting Ramanama. Sri Valmiki earned the title of Adikavi by composing Ramayana, the world's first epic poem. The epic Valmiki Ramayana is also a proud gift of this country to the whole world. Sri Rama honored his best friend Vanara by naming him Sri Maruti and elevated him to the position of divinity. Being loved by Sri Rama, Maruti earned a place of reverence throughout the country. This shows the generosity of Sri Rama and his quality of respecting all living beings. Similarly, Sri Rama gave the kingdom he had won to Vibhishana and made him the king of Lanka. These generous and sacrificial qualities of Raja Ram are commendable. Ravana died in Rama Ravana battle. After Ravana's death, Rama's servants entered Lanka. Sri Lanka was very prosperous at that time. Sri Ram's servants saw it and said, "This Lanka is richer than Ayodhya. We should stay here." Sri Rama's reply to his servants on that occasion was truly heartwarming. Even today, the importance of that word of Sri Rama is increasing. That answer of Sri Rama is in the verse Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. That means mother and birthplace are superior to heaven, was Sri Rama's reply. On that occasion, Sri Rama told his servants, "No, we don't want to stay here. My birthplace is Ayodhya. My mother is in Ayodhya. For us, Ayodhya is better than heaven. So, let us go back to Ayodhya." This interpretation of Sri Rama still fascinates everyone. Admiring Shabari's devotion, Sri Rama respected Shabari as his mother. This shows the immensity of Sri Rama's generosity. Sri Rama was the spiritual power of the poet Harihara. Sri Rama is worshipped by people of all dharmas, sects, and classes without any discrimination. There should be no difference of opinion, selfishness, or prejudice in enshrining the statue of Sri Rama of such an iconic personality. It is everyone's first duty to respect the important judgment given by the Honorable Supreme Court of India regarding Sri Ram Mandir. Indian judicial system has collected, examined, and comparatively studied thousands of evidences from the history and historical events of this country. As a result, a fair and historic judgment has emerged that provides justice to all. This landmark judgment shows that the Indian legal system has sound laws and procedures applicable to any complex and sensitive case like the Sri Ram Mandir case. The Indian legal system has played a huge role behind this historic judgment. So, it is the duty of all of us to publicly acknowledge and appreciate the present legal system of this land. We should not limit the worship of Sri Rama's personality and adherence to his ideals to any one time, region, or any one dharma or caste. The personality of Sri Rama should not be seen as limited to country, time, and dharma. The personality of Sri Rama has been an ideal for all times, in all countries, and for people of all dharmas. We have to develop a perspective that transcends time, country, and dharma to see the personality of Sri Rama. We have to develop a higher, we have to develop to a higher level the spirit of Sri Rama's samasti tattva, that is, the attitude of seeing and respecting everything as a whole. Only then the idea of Ramaraja will be realized and the Manava Dharma of Sri Renukadi Panchacharyas and Sri Basavadi Sharanas will win. The world gets peace through Dharma. Similarly, Dayaguna, that is the kindness itself, becomes Dharma and is good for all living beings at all times. It is very important to spread the lofty Indian thoughts to the world. Also, it is equally important to destroy evil consisting of wickedness, adharma, and injustice. Feelings of brotherhood should be strengthened by paying respect to Rama's epithet Maryada Purushottam. In this direction, the establishment of Sri Rama's temple and statue in Ayodhya should be considered as a manifestation of the country's cultural heritage and progressiveness. Let us celebrate that sweet moment of inauguration of Sri Ram Mandir with joy, enthusiasm, and excitement, and spread the identity of this country everywhere. Shubham.